Welcome to this small Bedrock Minecraft tutorial. Today we are going to be making a small, cheap, and relatively simple jukebox player, automatic jukebox player. Pretty cheap, using only 2 hoppers, 1 jukebox, 1 dropper, 4 redstone dust, 1 redstone comparator, so you will have to get some quartz, 1 redstone torch, 14 glass, 2 tough bricks to put your redstone on, and some temporary blocks for scaffolding, which I'm going to be using purple blocks so you can see pretty clearly what blocks are not supposed to stay. You'll also need like 3 water buckets to fill up the machine so the discs can go up the stream and then go into the hopper system again. This system can hold up to about 10 discs. I haven't tested it any higher to see if it could hold more in the hoppers, but 10 seems to be the relatively safe limit for discs. Let's start by bringing our dropper over to this back corner, and we're going to jump and place it so it's facing straight up, like this. This little hole is facing up, so you know the discs will shoot straight up when a redstone signal is given to it. We're then going to take our hopper, we're going to crouch and face the dropper and place so that the little nozzle is facing into the dropper. If you place it wrong, your dropper and your hopper are going to look like this and like this. The hopper is pointing straight down and not into the machine. So make sure it's pointing there by crouching and placing the hopper into the dropper. Now take your jukebox, jump up here, and crouch again and place it on top of this hopper. And that is the main part, except for we need 1 more hopper on top of this jukebox, like this. That is the main system down. Now we just need to add the redstone wiring to connect this all. You're going to take the 2 tough bricks and you're going to place them on this side of the jukebox. 2 bricks off to the side, and this is where you're going to be putting your comparator and 1 redstone dust. So go ahead, jump up here, turn around like this so you're kind of facing against this jukebox, and jump up and place your comparator so that these 2 poles are closer to the jukebox and this little one is out here. And then place your redstone dust connecting here. Now your redstone torch is going to be coming in handy because you're going to be placing it on the side here. It's going to be on, that's fine. It'll be staying on for now. And you're going to go ahead and connect redstone dust going along this line here. It's not the most efficient use of space, but it's very simple. You don't have to worry about placing any extra dust here. It just gets straight into the dropper system and works quite fine for what I use it for in this disk machine. Now it is time to get the chamber ready for the water. Now you can use any block besides glass, but I think it's pretty cool, and the design I have it is so that you can see the disc going through the water once it's finished, of course, but you can see the disc floating up the water, going into the hopper system and being delivered into the jukebox. So again, you can use any other block than glass if you want to make this look a lot more pretty. But for now, we're going to be needing 14 glass blocks, and we're going to be placing 1 right on top of this redstone dust. We're going to place a temporary block here, then 1 more glass, 1 more block, and then glass. You can go ahead and break these 2. Okay, place 1 water bucket here. Now we're going to go up 1 more level with our glass. Perfect. And we're going to place 1 more water here. Now it does look like the hopper might let water through, but it'll stay a solid block and it won't be filled with water and spill all over your redstone system. We're going to go up 1 more here, here, and here. And then we're going to go out 1 block off the edge coming towards this hopper, placing a temporary block on top of the hopper, and placing a glass here. This will keep the water from spilling as we place our last bucket right here. And as you can see, it's flowing right into this little hopper system. So if you drop anything in here, it will float and go into the system. And if it was a music disc, it would have gone into the hopper and gone into the jukebox and continued playing. What we're going to do, though, to make sure nothing accidentally falls into the system and clogs it up, is place a temporary block here. And then place 1 glass, 2 glass. And you can break this temporary block. And that should be all set for this glass tube. I'm going to jump down and show you a good view of this thing. Pretty simple. And all we need to do now is throw in the discs and make sure the system's running all fine. As I mentioned earlier, this system holds up to 10 discs. I have not tested and tried to put more discs into this bottom hopper below and filled it to the brim and see if it works that way. It will still fill the whole thing up. But I want to keep it safe and so that your system won't be breaking all the time. If you go out of range, like you're going on an adventure or whatever, and you come back, sometimes the system might get clogged or a disc is somehow still in here or in the top and hasn't gone through. What you'll normally do is just whack the jukebox, get the disc back, grab it, and then most of the time you can just throw it into the top hopper here. And it should work. You'll play and everything should go back into a nice loop. We're going to go ahead and place these discs in now. I've got, looks like 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 discs in there. And to start this up, we'll probably have to put a disc in here. Let's see. Everyone loves a good cat disc, so let's throw this into the jukebox. And as you can see, the comparator saw the signal that this is now full, and this is now powered here, and so the redstone torch turns off. Once this cat disc finishes up, this will turn off because there's no more signal, because it will take down into the hopper, and so this will power off, this will power back on, activate the dropper, and send another disc up the water system, and so that the music continues playing, so you get a new disc going. Okay, this will be finishing soon, and that means we can see if this system seems to be working all fine. What will normally happen is once this disc is done, it'll go into this hopper, and this comparator, whatever reason, it'll lock. Oh, perfect. See, it's floating up the water, jumps into the system. Now we got the next disc playing. Cat is down in this bottom hopper. And we've got the rest of the discs in here. So it doesn't play straight through, where you'll have each disc in order that you place it into the dropper. It will be random. Not much you can do about that unless you want to make the system a lot bigger and more complicated. So it's a simple way to do it. But just to save yourself from not having to hear the disc over and over again, there is a one play stop. So like this cat just played, it will go into this hopper, and then the next disc will play, and then it will go into the dropper. So it can't immediately play again, which is a nice little feature if you do seem like you have a disc playing all the time, especially if you don't have that many discs. As you can see though, a dropper has 9 slots. You can put 9 discs in here, and then 1 disc in the jukebox to make about 10. And it seems to work quite fine, not too many breaks. Again, if you go far away or you maybe along the border of the range of this thing, it might get a little glitchy and the disc won't fire out. And in that case, most of the time you'll just have to grab the disc from the hopper or from the jukebox and knock it out. and then put it into the top hopper here, and so it just gets back into the system, the redstone works again, and it should work. And if all else breaks, just take all the discs out of the system, and then place them all in this bottom dropper, and then take your 10th disc and just place it into the system. Okay, your system should be all done and running. One last thing to remind yourself when you're using this system: don't be too close to the water stream, like in the corner, because when this disc will shoot out, it is an item, your hitbox could collect it. So maybe fill in these blocks just in case. But if it's somewhere where it's not going to really be like an effect in the basement or anything where no one's going to be close to it, then it'll be fine. But just maybe fill these edges up, just so you don't accidentally pick up the disc. If you do pick up the disc, again, throw it in the top hopper. You can beautify this, put some new blocks to make it look nice. I've got this done over here in the corner, same design. Hopper, jukebox, dropper, water stream, and I just threw some wood around here, put some note blocks on the side, make it look a little nice. And added a little door so you get in and throw the redstone back in, or however you want to fix it, just so you can reach in there and fix the system when needed. And I threw a little disc on top. Pretty simple design, pretty cheap, only takes 10 iron for those hoppers, 1 diamond, 1 or 2 quartz, something, well, however many for the comparator, and a dropper, which doesn't use a bow, just the 8 cobblestone in a like chest shape in the crafting table. So pretty simple design, works quite well. And yeah, there we go. So this tutorial for a small jukebox, automatic jukebox player for Bedrock Edition. Simple, easy, and effective. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again next time.